Do a quick little test, make sure we're coming through loud and clear. Perfect. Hello everyone, welcome to PGR League Racing. I am your host, Sidonian Muse, tonight for race 18 of our 21 race season here in season 9 of PGR. We're racing at Albert Park in Australia, and we're going to have mixed weather conditions tonight. The race, we're going to have dry qualifying, and the race is going to begin dry and then finish wet. So it should be an exciting race. But before we get into all of that, we're going to have a quick pre-race interview with one of our drivers, and that being Redline F1, who was new to PGR this season and has been driving for Haas. So let's get him in here and ask him some quick questions. A little bit of a smaller crowd at the end of the season. We could potentially be crowning a new champion tonight with Vodka Victory. It's possible, it is in the cards. We'll have to see. It all depends on how well Abrupt does in the Ferrari, but we potentially could see a new champion tonight too. So it'll be very exciting. Hello, hello. Make sure you got your audio included there in the party. Already, yeah.
All right, there you go.
Alright, I'm just making sure I can hear you on stream. Alright, perfect. Yeah, I gotcha. Alrighty, man. So tonight we're racing Albert Park tonight, Australia. Are you a fan of racing here?
Yes, I like this track a lot.
Do you prefer the new layout on this game or the old layout?
To be honest, I started playing F1 mostly with 22,
Mm-hmm.
so I actually don't really even remember the old layout.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, it used to not have that where the highway is to there in the second sector. There used to be a extra chicane there, but they removed it, so now it's just flat through that
The whole part.
whole part. Yeah. Um, you've been repping the Haas the whole season. How has that car felt to drive? A lot of people aren't big fans of that car, but
It's been good. It's been good. I like that it's the only American team.
yeah, that's true.
Even though Red Bull's my favorite team, but Haas is another team that I like. So
Yeah.
it's been good. I like it, and it's white. It stands out.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's easy to, to pick out. And you've been new to PGR this season, so like, how have you felt about racing with us so far throughout this entire season?
Good. It uh racing with no line is something that's also new to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, racing with the group and with everybody, I've been able to learn a lot. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I've been able to get faster,
Yeah.
and it's been good help to me, just kind of racing with everybody, getting a cleaner line, learning how to overtake a little cleaner. It's been something fun. I like it.
Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, it's a good challenge trying to drive without the line on, but also tonight we have some mixed weather conditions. The race is going to end in the wet. How you feel? How do you feel about mixed weather in this game?
Oh, that's a little scary because, to be honest, I never, I usually when I'm on and I'm racing or practicing, I do it in the dry. And
Oh,
this whole week, I completely forgot about wet and that it was gonna be wet. So, the most I've gotten practicing wet has been like 30 minutes, man. Like,
oh wow.
we'll see what happens. We're praying for the best.
We'll see how bad it is. I don't think it's gonna be full wet, so you might be able to. It might not be too
I
bad. We'll
I
hope
think we'll
for.
pull through and manage.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, come
Of
on,
course,
nice.
of course, man. So, we don't have too many guys here tonight. Haven't for the past few races this season. Looks like we got 9 here tonight. Because a couple of guys couldn't make it. But what do you hope? Are you hoping for at least like a top 5 or so tonight? You think? Shoot for a
I'm
top
shooting for
5.
at least a podium, man. At least third.
Oh, podium.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
Haas has this usually is one of Haas's best tracks. So,
That's what I'm saying. I got to keep the name going, I can't let them down.
exactly, man. Well, I'm gonna let you go, so we can get this all underway. But good luck, man. Hopefully, I'll see you after the race, for the podium interview.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Alrighty, man. Good luck. And that was Red Line F1, ladies and gentlemen. One of our new drivers this season, along with CeeLo Racing, who's been racing for Williams. Just saw him in the lobby that time. He should be joining back. But yes, 2 of them have been new this season, and along with Drupally, and they've all been killing it. They've all been doing really well. So hopefully we'll see him back for next season. But like I said, it looks like we have Vodka Victory in the Alpha Tauri tonight. Abrupt alone in the Ferrari. His teammate Bad Madu not going to be here for his own home race, unfortunately. So it's going to be up to Abrupt. He's going to be the sole Ferrari driver tonight. Red Line the Haas. Great Ace in the Alpine. Looks like Greybush is also by himself tonight in the McLaren. No Firewater here tonight. Drupally in the Red Bull. And the 2 Mercedes, Slim and Slingshot. Slingshot is back this week to try to challenge Slim in that teammate rivalry once again. Slim does have about a 15-point lead on him now, though, but anything can happen. You never know, especially with weather conditions later in this race. So we'll see how it goes, but once CeeLo joins back, we should have 9 people here tonight. So everyone who finishes is going to get points, but that's not what it's about. People are still trying to gain some positions, But Great Ace, for example, is currently fighting with Firewater in the driver standings. So Firewater not being here tonight, this could be a great opportunity for Great Ace to regain some points in that, especially since he missed last week at Zandvoort. So that's a great opportunity for him. For sure. And of course, Drupally is still fighting with Abrupt for second in the drivers, to try to finish ahead of him at this point. And like I said, we have the 2 Mercedes who are pretty much neck and neck right now. So lots of close fights going on right now still, even all the way up to the end of the season. Looks like we're just waiting for CeeLo Racing to come back right now. But to anyone who's new and doesn't know, PGR, we are a no assists wheel only league here on F122 and are going to be continuing to season 10 on F123. So no assists at all, no line, no traction, no ABS, nothing. It's just you and the wheel. So very difficult stuff. But the guy's been doing it for a while now. Most of the guys anyway. Been doing it for a while. They're used to it. But, when weather is involved, it all goes out the window then. So we'll see who's able to get this. Because we all know it's going to rain later in the race. The question is who gets the pits, who gets the strategy right. Could decide the difference between someone finishing in 6th and possibly finishing finishing near the back or finishing on the podium. So definitely an opportunity for a surprise podium finish here tonight. But I mean, the obvious suspects of people who are going to probably get on the podium are Vodka, Abrupt, and Druply. They are top 3 in the standings right now. Or CeeLo Racing. But you never know. We got Great Ace back tonight. Like I said, we got Red Lions fighting to get on the podium, so who knows? Could see a surprise podium tonight. So I'll be back in 1 minute, folks. We're just waiting to get CeeLo back in here, so we can start up our short qualifying session. And there we go, perfect. We got CeeLo. Let's do this. 18-minute qualifying session. That's going to set the grid for the full race. 29 laps here in Melbourne. And as always, I'm expecting we're going to see the AlphaTauri and the Red Bull pull out of the pits first. I would imagine. That's how it usually goes. Anyway. Here we go, like I said, here comes the AlphaTauri Vodka victory. Ooh! A little glitchy pit exit there for some reason. But yeah, so we now have the AlphaTauri of Vodka victory, who's going to be first out of the pits. So we're going to be holding on with him to start here, as he's going to be the first person to start their hot lap. But looks like we got a few people coming out, so we'll have to hold on and keep an eye, see who's invalidating, who's still keeping it clean, because looks like next out is Great Ace, and then we have Greybush and Druply. So those 4 guys all out right now. So we got at least 4 guys out right away to watch. That's cool. Don't see any other movement coming from the pits at the moment. But like I said, we might have a champion crowned tonight as Vodka Victory. You know, with only 4 races remaining, this being one of them, Vodka Victory is very close to having this championship in the bag. I'm just looking here now. Yeah, he currently has a 94-point lead to Abrupt, who's in second. So yeah, I'm pretty sure as long as he has a good race tonight, pretty sure as long as he has a decent race tonight, he will be champion after this race. The Constructors, though, is still up for debate, because him and Abrupt, AlphaTauri and Ferrari have been pretty close in terms of the Constructors this entire season, so that's still going to be up for grabs, though, even after tonight. But here we go, Vodka having a pretty decent Sector 1 so far. Keeping it in the lines, between the lines. Let's see how he fares coming through up towards the DRS zone here in Sector 2. Already got a yellow flag. Something going on there with the Red Bull and the Vodka victory's good so far, going into the final sector. Here we go. And he does it nice. Very easy to mess that turn up there. Here we go, Vodka's going to cross the line. He's going to set the time to beat for everyone else. And that time is going to be a 120 flat. 120.0. Good stuff to Vodka. Next, it looks like we got Graybush coming through here now. He's nowhere close to that time, though. He's probably going to want to go again. But he is going to get something up there, but he is going to want to go again, obviously. Looks like, oh, Drupally going a bit wide there and validating his lap time. So Drupally in the Red Bull, he's also going to have to go again. Same thing with Great Ace there. Not a great time from him. All these other guys having to abandon their laps pretty much and just go again. So there is that. But meanwhile, we got Slingshot here in the Mercedes. Ooh. He's letting Drupally go. So that's going to be it for Slingshot. Slingshot's going to want to have to go around again. He's going to have to do another outlap. Go around again. Try to keep the heat in the tires. But Drupally has invalidated again. So Slingshot let Drupally go for nothing. Because Drupally's already invalidated once again. 2 invalidations in a row for Drupally. Not a great start for him. Meanwhile, Great Ace is here. Trying to get an actual solid lap in. But we just missed it there as well because paying attention to Drupally. But Redline in the Haas has set a 122.7, so he's currently second at the moment. We'll see if anyone else can sandwich themselves in between Vodka and Redline. And there we go. Graybush is the one to do it. 121.9. Good stuff to Graybush. Nice lap for the McLaren driver. Like I said, sandwiches himself right in there between the AlphaTauri and the Haas. And here we go. Great Ace is going to set a better lap time. Still not going to be great, though. Only a 127. Still the slowest of everyone so far. Drupally here now about to start. Oh, no. He's going back into the pits now. So not a great start to Drupally's qualifying at all. Had to ditch 2 runs and go right back into the pits. 12 minutes to go. Not a great start for him. Slingshot now going to start his actual run. So we're going to hold on with him here now. His teammate Slim also out right now as well. However, CeeLo and Abrupt, neither of them have come out yet. I'm sure they'll be out in a couple minutes. There we go. Vodka beats his own time. Goes even a couple tenths faster, 119.8. So he's still the time to beat at the moment. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Oh, wow. Amazing time for Slim Thug there. 121.5. Puts himself up into second at the moment. On only his first hot lap. Good stuff to him. But then is immediately beaten by Great Ace with that huge improvement up to a 121.4. Very close lap times between Great Ace and Slim there. But regardless, both great laps for the both of them. We got 3 121s on the board right now. Here comes Slingshot. What's it going to be for him? It's going to be slower for him, though. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 125.5. That's going to put him at the back for now. Not a great lap, but it looks like Redline is up on time here. Up a full second coming here. Can he improve? Redline F1 in the Haas is going to cross the line, and it's going to be a 121.9. But unfortunately, that's just barely not going to get him above Graybush there. So he's still in 5th at the moment. Looks like Slim is just going around here again. We're actually going to hop on with Abrupt here now, who's finally out and about to start his first hot lap of the qualifying. Yellow flag, looks like Redline going a little wide there in Sector 1. Lots of yellow flags going off on the Haas for some reason. So constant yellow flags for the Haas right now. I guess he's going slow, trying to conserve his battery up again for another, to do another run. As yeah, he is in the 121s now, but he knows he can probably improve a lot more. But as it sits right now, Great Ace is currently second fastest at the moment. To Vodka. Again, still no one close to Vodka's time. We're waiting to see what Abrupt can do. Druply is also coming around here now once again. Trying to get a time on the board. CeeLo Racing starting his hot lap here now. Here we go with Abrupt coming through the final sector here now. This tricky turn right here. And Abrupt will get a time on the board. Let's see how it is. He crosses the line. Abrupt computing the Ferrari to 123.6. It's going to put him at the back for now. Abrupt's going to have to go again. Forgot to mention the improvement there from Slingshot. Good stuff to Slingshot in the Mercedes. Big improvement there for him. Finally got a good time on the board, 122.2. So that got him in 6th right now, ahead of Druply and Abrupt. Druply and Abrupt, not great times so far. Still 123.6 for Abrupt, and Druply with a 122.8. So both of them are at the back right now. Both of these guys who are second, third, and drivers right now. They gotta get some more heat in those tires. Not great laps to start with. Got CeeLo Racing here now coming through the final sector. But he is way off. He's gonna have to go again as well. He's also struggling. So three of the guys who are usually the faster guys, really struggling here so far. Meanwhile, it looks like Graybush is just getting some heat in his tires before he does another hot lap. Constant yellow flags. What happened to Druply there? Druply going way off track there. Looks like he was trying to do, he was trying to go around again, and he was struggling again some more, but yeah, not a great qualifying session so far for Druply. But there we go. Abrupt does set a much better lap time there now, 121.7. That's going to put him up into 4th. But he's still in the middle of the pack right now with Graybush. Both Great Ace and Slim still have better times than him at the moment. And he's nowhere near Vodka. However, we're going to hold on with Abrupt because he did just set a purple sector 1. So let's see if he can keep it together for the rest of his hot lap. 6.5 minutes left to go of the qualifying. Final sector for Abrupt. Can he improve that 121.7? A lot of guys going back into the pits now to wait before they go out for their final runs. There we go. Huge improvement for CeeLo Racing. Bounces all the way up to 2nd with a 120.6. Still way off Vodka. Abrupt 121 flat as well. So big improvements for CeeLo and Abrupt. However, still way off Vodka, unfortunately. But like I said, does move them up to 2nd and 3rd respectfully. Still nothing to scoff at, but way off Vodka. Graybush currently out trying to find some time. He can save. He found a 10th there, it looks like. Coming into the final sector here. And no, Graybush is going to dive into the pits to go for his final set of tires for the final runs. Slingshot still at the back right now in 8th. Same thing with Druply. Druply's still at the very back He's going to have one more chance to go out. Here we go. Slingshot still not doing a hot lap. Still not using any ERS. He's going to be going around again, it looks like. Says Great Ace isn't using any ERS either right now. Abrupt currently invalidated. He's probably going to have to pit for his other set of softs. That's what Vodka is doing right now as well, so I imagine we'll see Abrupt dive into the pits as well. I would say. I'd say we'll see both those guys dive into the pits. Great Ace is still out there, but again, it's not saying he's using ERS for me. Not really sure, but we're gonna hold on with Druply as he is the one who's mostly in danger right now of starting at the back if he can't get a better lap on the board. See what Druply can do. Game says he goes purple in Sector 1. Sector 1 is not where he's having the struggles to. Seems like most of his struggles have been happening here in Sector 2. On to the chicane here at the end of Sector 2. But he keeps it within the lines, doesn't invalidate. He's still good going into the last sector. Here he goes, coming around the final few corners here now. Ripley Bunyan looking to get a serious lap on the board. Here he goes, he crosses the line. And he with a 120.4, so that's going to shoot Druply right up to second there. Good stuff to the Red Bull driver, still way off Vodka. No one else still managing to get into the 119s right now, but it is going to put him in second. Ahead of CeeLo. And good stuff to Redline there as well. Improvement for Redline. Moves up to fourth with a 120.8. Ahead of Abrupt right now. That's great for Redline. CeeLo Racing. Still going around trying to find improvements. Currently in third. Oh, looks like Slingshot went way off track there. He's going to come back on. Looks like he missed his braking point. Here we go. We're going to hold on with Great Ace here now, who is about to start a hot lap. With a minute and a half left of the qualifying. Again, it looks like everyone is good at this track tonight. No one really off the pace at all. Yeah, decent laps all around from everyone. Ooh, Great Ace goes way wide there. Doesn't invalidate though. He's still good to go, but probably lost some time there. I'm afraid, but yeah. Good stuff to everyone, though. Good laps from everyone. No one really struggling too hard here. Greybush is going to have to set a faster lap, though. He's currently at the back at the moment. He's crossing the line here now. Only a minute left to qualifying. And he does manage to improve. Save 6/10. Greybush moves up from the back to sixth. With a 121.3. Just ahead of Slingshot there. Slingshot is currently in the pits, so it looks like Slingshot and Vodka might not even be coming back out again. That might be the it of for their qualifying. However, it looks like Slim has retired from the qualifying, so Slim is going to be starting from the back in 9th in the Mercedes. On board with Abrupt right now, about to cross the line in a second. Let's see if he can get an improvement here. This was his last chance to get a really good lap in, and he does. Saves a lot of time there. Abrupt jumps up from 5th to 3rd with a 120.2. So good stuff to Abrupt. Managed to save time over redline Druply there. However, Druply is up 3/10 coming for these final couple corners, so Druply could snag the position back from abrupt. Oh, but he messes up. Too bad for Druply. Starts losing traction there terribly on the final corner. Quite a shame for Druply. He's going to be starting in 4th. That's what that means. Looked like he could have saved a couple tenths, got ahead of Abrupt, and possibly even CeeLo there and started on the front row, but he messed up at the very end, unfortunately. He's probably going to blame me for starting to spectate him when that happened, but I can assure you, Druply, that was all on you. I only just started watching you. Hate the game, not the player, is what I always say. But yeah, Abrupt got lucky. He was able to cross the line, but again, not enough ERS to really have another significant lap. So that's going to do it for the qualifying. Good stuff to Vodka victory. Another pole position in the book for Vodka. He's going to be starting on the front row with CeeLo Racing. Good stuff to CeeLo with that improvement there at the end, 120.1. Only a couple tenths off of Vodka. Same thing with Abrupt with the 120.2. So, yeah. Only a couple tenths off Vodka, not too far off. So, yeah, still pretty close pace for everyone tonight. Like I said, congrats to Vodka Victor for the pole position. He's going to be starting in the front row with CeeLo Racing in the Williams. On the second row, we got Abrupt and Druply starting 3rd and 4th. Then we have Redline and Greybush starting 5th and 6th. Slingshot and Great Ace starting 7th and 8th. And Slim starting at the very back. Crazy. At one point, Great Ace was 2nd fastest, and he just couldn't find any more time. He was not able to improve after that first really fast lap that he had. And unfortunately, everyone else was. So he's going to be starting at the back with Slim and Slingshot. But all of them very close in pace. You can see it's very close at the back. 121.5, 121.4, and 2 121.3s. So all 4 of those guys at the back are going to be very close in terms of pace. With Redline kind of sandwiched between the faster guys and the slower guys. But even though Vodka was a couple tenths faster, it seems like it could still, it's still going to be a 4-way fight for the win here tonight, I'd say, between him, CeeLo, Abrupt, and Druply. So we'll have to wait for that. But as always, this is when the drivers like to take a quick little 5-minute intermission to prepare themselves for the race. So I will be back in 5 minutes' time. And we're back, folks. Now, like I said, we're going to have rain later in the race. So let's check out to see what people have opted for to start off. And it looks like everyone's still sticking to the usual, either mediums or the hards, for their first stint. Most guys opting for the hards, but you do have CeeLo, Redline, and Greybush starting on the mediums. Now, again, we don't know exactly when the rain is going to start, but it is still fairly sunny in the sky. And yeah, I have a feeling these guys that have opted for the mediums might get a little screwed over here, because if the rain, you know, we got 29 laps. If the rain doesn't start to like lap 21 or something, I don't see these guys taking the medium tires till lap 21. So, yeah, it might end up being a two-stop for some of those guys, but I imagine that some of these guys on the hard tires might try taking them all the way until the rain starts, and then just immediately boxing for the inters. But again, it's going to be close. It's going to be close, because again, these hards, we'll have to see exactly when the rain starts, because who knows, because if it starts earlier than we think, you know, if it starts, could start the perfect time for the medium guys, we don't know, but as of how it looks in the sky right now, it looks like it's going to be a much later start time for the rain, so my faith in the mediums right now, lasting till the rain starts, are pretty slim. But for the start of the race, CeeLo Racing is going to be on the front row on the mediums, so he is going to potentially get the jump on Vodka here at the beginning. And it's lights out and away we go here in Albert Park here in Australia. Starting off right away. We got Vodka victory. Gets around pretty cleanly. We got Abrupt already trying to make the move on CeeLo Racing though. Trying to take second from him. And you got the Haas of Redline has already moved up to fourth, ahead of Drupally actually. And then we got CeeLo defends in second position, but now Abrupt is under fire from the Haas driver. Looks like they've gotten away for now. Also, at the very back, Great Ace is now falling behind. The very back, Slim has moved up from 9th to 7th. Great start for Slim Thug in the Mercedes. Now currently in 7th, his teammate just behind. Looks like Great Ace did not have a good start at all. Already a second and a half behind everyone else. Not the kind of start he wanted whatsoever. There we go. The Red Bull gets by the Haas. Drupally moves up into 4th. Coming into the 3rd sector. Even though Redline and Greybush are both technically on the faster tire. But we're going to hold out Redline for now, as he's probably going to try to have a go at Drupally. Especially coming up into turn 1 here once again. Here you go. You can see him using his ERS. Redline actually losing some time to Drupally here now. Drupally trying to get away a bit, it looks like, from the Haas. Again, Slingshot getting super close to his teammate now. Great Ace has also managed to catch up to the Mercedes. All three of these guys super close at the back here now. Bit of a gap with the top two at the moment. Both Vodka and CeeLo managing to get 2 seconds away from Abrupt already. Which is crazy to see. Both the Mercedes are going at it, with Alpine lying in wait to capitalize. There you go, Slingshot gets the move done, moves ahead of Slim, up into 7th. But Slim is waiting to take it back. There are no team orders here at Mercedes. Vodka victory, setting the fastest lap of the race so far with 124.2. Here we go, Great Ace. DRS is now enabled this lap. Great Ace looking for the move on Slim. Going into turn 1. And he successfully pulls it off. Great Ace moves back up into 8th. Slim is going to have DRS on him in the next zone. CeeLo Racing is also staying within DRS of Vodka victory, so I'm sure CeeLo is going to have a run at Vodka here soon as well. Everyone else getting a little spaced out though. Drupally trying to keep up with Abrupt. Let's hop up quickly. Looks like CeeLo Racing is having a go here. Coming up to the DRS zone. And on lap 3 of the race. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So CeeLo Racing picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and it's only the 3rd lap of the race. So things are already looking pretty bad for CeeLo. To have a time penalty this early into the race is not good at all. This is definitely giving vibes to Silverstone a couple weeks back, when the man had tons of time penalties and he kept holding up Drupally. He does set the fast lap of the race, but again, he is on the fast tire. But I remember he was holding up Drupally at Silverstone. But here we go. Great Ace makes the move on another Mercedes. Pulls up into 7th. But as I was saying, CeeLo already having a penalty this early is not a good sign, because even if he gets ahead of Vodka, it doesn't really matter at this point. And there's still so many laps to go. He could definitely get more penalties if he's not careful. But they're going wheel to wheel here now. Side by side. CeeLo Racing pulls ahead of Vodka victory, but again, it's a bittersweet victory. He's going to have to pit first. And, you know, he got that penalty. And he might get screwed over by the rain. So not looking to, you know, deceiving right now. CeeLo Racing not actually in a great position right now. Ooh, looks like Vodka runs a bit wide there, though. Vodka makes a mistake. Runs a little wide there. So now he's actually lost a lot of time to CeeLo. And it's allowed Abrupt and Drupally to start gaining some time back on him once again. So we're going to hold on with Drupally. Just behind. Oh, no, but huge incident. Great Ace now all the way at the back once again. Looks like Great Ace has made another mistake and is now falling to the back once again. Rough race back for Great Ace. Drupally trying to get ahead of Abrupt. But we just missed it there that time. Yeah, so CeeLo Racing has already picked up another 3-second time penalty. So CeeLo now on lap 5 with 6 seconds of time penalties. So it doesn't even matter that he's leading the race right now at all. Terrible start to the race for CeeLo. Terrible, terrible start for CeeLo. Terrible start. Race already going downhill for CeeLo. Hopefully, like I said, he doesn't do the same thing as Silverstone and hold someone up from, you know, letting them have a chance to actually go on and win the race when you have several seconds of time penalties. It doesn't even matter. Because, you know, that's called race etiquette. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. Depends on after the pit stop and everything. But yellow flag in sector 3. Our next victim of the night, red line in the Haas, is now dropped all the way down to 8th, making a mistake there in the 3rd sector. Very easy spot to lose it there. Now he's all the way at the back with Great Ace. Both of them having made mistakes. So now both of the Mercedes have moved up to 6th and 7th respectively, and the McLaren drivers in 5th. But we're going to go back to watching Drupally, as he has kept within DRS of Abrupt this entire time. And he is waiting to make a move on abrupt. And as we look up into the sky, we can already see the rain clouds coming. It's already overcast. Lap 6 of the race, and it is already overcast. You can already see the rain clouds moving in, so who knows? Maybe it could start raining by lap 14, 15 or so the guys in the mediums aren't too shafted. We'll have to see. Wait and see when the rain starts. But again, Drupally is staying within DRS on abrupt, but he's not managing to save a lot of time on him. Both going pretty even at the moment. Vodka victory, after making that mistake, has started to claw back to CeeLo within DRS of him once again. Here we go. 2 DRS runs in a row for Drupally. So he's going to be close to abrupt here. But still a bit too far away to make a move on him at this point. Both these guys are now 3 seconds behind CeeLo and Vodka. Once again. The other guys have managed to get away. Like I said, CeeLo, though, does have the 6 seconds of time penalty. So right now, CeeLo is technically in 4th. Even though he's leading the race, he's technically in 4th right now. And there's still lots of the race to go, so he might pick up even more time penalties. We don't know. CeeLo's race already looking kind of screwed here at the moment. With all the penalties. Track limits. The man loves picking up those track limit penalties. Oh no, what happened there? Huge incident there in Sector 3. Between Slingshot and Greybush, both the drivers are out of the race. You can see the wreck there now as Great Ace drives past it. Huge incident there between Slingshot and Greybush. So that is going to cause the safety car. Our first safety car in PGR in a long time, and now there's only 7 guys left on the track. But still no rain. But this is going to make it rain a lot sooner of a lap count than it would have previously been. Only guys left out there now in the mediums are Redline and CeeLo. But damn, huge incident there with Slingshot and Greybush both completely out of the race, just like that. Before the rain even came. All that practice that these guys have been putting in for the mixed weather today, all gone out the window because of an incident there in Sector 3. Not even sure what happened. Did someone spin in front of someone else and then the other, like, I wasn't sure because it just looked like one person was wrecked in front of the other person. It's not really sure what happened going into that turn. Like, I don't know if someone broke earlier than the other person was expecting and they hit right into the back of them. We do have CeeLo pitting already, though. CeeLo opting to pit under the safety car. But, yeah, so... But, yeah, we'll have to see the replay. We'll have to... In post, we'll have to see what happened between Slingshot and Greybush, because... But CeeLo is coming out on the softs. CeeLo, again, being the king of bad strategies, it looks like. He's lost several wins this season to terrible strategy calls. Doing 2 stops when it's completely unnecessary. But you also have Redline and Great Ace also opting to pit under a safety car. Great Ace to the mediums, CeeLo and Redline to the softs. So not really sure what Great Ace is doing with the mediums, but it looks like CeeLo and Redline are doing a pit for the softs. since they knew they'd have to pit anyway. Since they started in the mediums, they knew they'd have to pit again anyway, so they're just getting it out of the way now under the safety car. And they're going to be on soft, so they're going to be able to try to, like, push up. So, I mean, not the worst thing in the world. It'd be interesting to see what Great Ace is doing in the mediums. Maybe he thinks he can take the mediums. Is he actually going to try to take the mediums all the way to the end? Is that what's going on here with Great Ace? Does he actually think? Because now there's a safety car, it's going to rain even earlier. So, I doubt he's going to be able to take the mediums to the end. He's probably going to have to pit for the inners like everyone else. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Keep in mind, CeeLo still has those 6 seconds of time penalties. So he's going to have that going against him as well. Safety car is still going to stay out for another lap. Vodka is going to be leading going into the restart, with Abrupt and Drupally just behind. And Slim currently 4th going into the restart, but yeah. So again, not sure what happened with Slingshot and Greybush, because again, it was like they were both wrecked there next to each other. That is a common spot to spin and lose it, so I don't know, like, there's no way someone was going for an overtake there. Like, they weren't close enough to the corner. It wasn't like someone was going for an overtake into the corner. Like, they were still doing the turn, so... And I think Slingshot was ahead of Greybush, so did, like, Slingshot spin and Greybush hit into him when Slingshot spun and that took both of them out of the race? Or vice versa, did Greybush spin and Slingshot drove into him? Who knows? That's something that I guess will be discussed after the race, what occurred with the two of them. But it's just unfortunate for both drivers. Both of them could have been a great opportunity for both of them to earn points for their teams. But all taken away. Don't even get to see the rain. So like I said, we have 7 drivers left in the race. Safety car is going to be in this lap. 4 guys still staying out in the hards, waiting for the rain to come. And then they're just going to do the one stop to the intermediates, I imagine. Whereas everyone else is going to have to pit a second time. But again, it looks like it doesn't really matter, because now with the safety car, great camera angles, EA. It looks like with the safety car coming in this lap, everyone's all caught up again. So that extra pit stop doesn't really matter at this point. So it wasn't a bad call for these guys. But Great Ace has chose to do the mediums instead of the softs, because again, maybe he thinks, oh, spin out! Spin out on the safety car restart from Drupally in the Red Bull, losing at the same spot where Slingshot and Greybush did. So that's going to put Drupally at the very back for the restart. Oh no. Worst time in the world to lose traction there for Drupally. Just like that. Just like that, Drupally is now way behind everyone. 10 seconds behind everyone on the restart. We have CeeLo here going for the move on Slim up into this corner. And he turns in on Slim! And CeeLo turns right in on Slim there. While he has 6 seconds of time penalties. I'm sure Slim is not going to be too happy about that at all. Slim now dropping down into 6th on the 10-lap old hards. Don't think he has any damage, but I'm sure Slim's going to be furious about that as someone else loses it as well. Everyone's just losing it here tonight. Great Ace and the Alpine also spinning out there near the end of Sector 1. So now he's all the way at the back with Drupally. And now we have Redline, who's on the softs, trying to keep up with CeeLo. And it looks like Drupally is going to fly... Going to try to fly right on by Great Ace now he's caught up to him. Slim now in 5th due to Great Ace's mistake, but... Damn. Slim losing 2 positions there, though, to CeeLo and Redline because of CeeLo turning in on him. Like I said, Slim not going to be too happy about that. CeeLo just turning right in on him like that. I don't know. Fastest lap to CeeLo so far, 123.8. But yeah, just something else to discuss after the race, I suppose. Not clean racing there from CeeLo at all, in my opinion, personally. And he's coming up to Abrupt. I was thinking about trying to do a move there on him, but he was still behind him. But yeah, not a very clean race from CeeLo so far tonight. Already has 6 second time penalties, and like I said, like if you have time penalties, don't screw over other people's races. You know, it's common sense. It goes all the way back to Baku at the beginning of the season. You know, almost ruined Great Ace's race. CeeLo did. Almost ruined Great Ace's race when Great Ace was fighting for a podium at Baku. And here we go. CeeLo does get the clean overtake on Abrupt there, though. Nice move there. Moves up into second. Oh, and who's that? Vodka Victory, our race leader. Makes a huge mistake there. So CeeLo takes lead of the race. Vodka not having a perfect race tonight. Even Vodka Victory has been making mistakes. I think every single person has made at least one mistake here tonight. Except for maybe DRS is now re-enabled. There we go. Abrupt is going wheel to wheel with Redline into turn 1. Redline still holding ahead of him. Very eventful first half of this race, I must say. Here we go. Vodka is going to try to keep up with CeeLo, but again, CeeLo is on those softs. But like I said, CeeLo still has those penalties. So I don't know why, like, you bother trying to ruin someone else's race and turn in on them when you have 6 seconds of time penalties. Not great race etiquette, in my opinion. But Abrupt is trying to keep up with Redline. Even though he's on these hards. Drupally still at the back now. Has actually lost a lot of time to Great Ace. For you guys at the back, fairly spaced out now, away from everyone else. Everyone's just waiting for the rain at this point. CeeLo Racing setting an even faster lap, 123.1. But again, Redline and CeeLo are going to have to pit again. Whereas some of these guys like Vodka and Abrupt and Slim and Drupally technically haven't pit yet. So they're going to be in a pretty good spot here if the rain starts fairly soon. There's CeeLo Racing picks up another 3 second time penalty. His third time penalty of the night now. That's, if we check, there should be 9 seconds of time penalties for CeeLo Racing now. So like I said, even though he's leading the race, he's basically in 4th still, you know? Very dirty drive from CeeLo tonight. Not one to be happy about for sure. Because it doesn't matter how quick you are, if you're not like giving people space in the corners and you're picking up time penalties, then you're not driving cleanly, are you? Because how someone, we're only halfway through this race, and this man is the only person with a time penalty, and he has 3 of them. So like, what is he doing? Like, why is he driving so recklessly? But Vodka is in his DRS range now. So Vodka is going to start putting the pressure on now shortly. Again, these softs aren't going to last forever. These softs are only going to last another couple laps for him. That's probably why Great Ace decided to go to the mediums. Just because they didn't really know when the rain was going to start. And you might not want to, like, the guys in the softs might be forced to pit as soon as the race starts, depending on how their softs are, but Great Ace might be able to go an extra couple of laps before he has to pit for the inters. If he has to pit again at all, I don't know, we'll wait and see. Right now, closest gap is Vodka to CeeLo here at the front, but again, it doesn't matter. If you're Vodka, you don't even really need to get past CeeLo right now, because he has 9 seconds of time penalties, so if you're Vodka Victory, You're not even really worried about CeeLo. You're just worried about keeping ahead of the people behind you right now. Going into lap 16 here, still no rain yet. Still no rain on the track. We have a yellow flag in sector 3. Oh no, and red line F1 in the Haas has made his second mistake of the night. He messed up earlier there in sector 3, and now he's messed up in sector 3 again. So he does lose a position there too abrupt. Red line does drop down into 4th. But he's okay, still in the race, doesn't have any time penalties. He's going to have to pit again. So he did just lose a couple seconds. But yeah, big spin out there from red line. Does drop him down into 4th. So again, red line was doing a good job keeping ahead of abrupt, but a lot of guys just pushing too hard in sector 3 tonight, it seems. Drupally actually been losing time to Great Ace this entire time. And there we go, CeeLo Racing forced to pit again, and the rain hasn't even started. Oh my goodness. Terrible race strategy just terrible everything from CeeLo Racing tonight. Terrible race etiquette. Hasn't been able to keep it on track. Has 9 seconds of time penalties. And now he's pitting again for a second set of softs. Even though there is rain coming. There is rain coming. So he will have to pit again probably for inners. Comes out of the pits into 5th, just behind Slim now, the person he already hit into once already. But he's out on another set of softs. When he knows the rain is coming. Like I've never seen such terrible strategy in this entire season so far, I don't think. I think this might be the worst strategy I've ever seen someone do in this season of PGR. Like, it's almost like he doesn't know the rain is coming. I'm honestly curious if he even saw the weather report. Slim pretty much lets CeeLo go there. Doesn't want to get another incident because of how much of a monkey he was in the first incident there that they had. Yellow flag in sector 3 though. Looks like Great Ace has made an error and he's fallen behind. Lost the position to Drupally. Yeah, so it looks like the Alpine driver made another mistake. CeeLo now, like I said, he got past Slim, and now he's trying to get ahead of Redline. Once again. But again, I've never seen a strategy this shocking in this entire season of PGR. Goes for it, goes for the move on Redline there. Secures it, moves up into 3rd. But now he is still 9 seconds behind Abrupt and even more behind Vodka, who both haven't pit yet. I mean, once the rain starts, I mean, CeeLo Racing is guaranteeing that he's at least going to get a point for fastest lap. More than likely. He's guaranteeing that for himself, but there we go. Redline F1 picks up his first penalty of the night. A 3-second time penalty. And Redline F1 is also going to have to pit again as well. And the rain still has not started. Oh, but there you go. Redline F1 being forced to pit again already. And again, the rain hasn't even started. So he's also going to have to go to another set of slicks. Just like CeeLo. CeeLo Racing there posted fastest lap, 122.1. Holy smokes. Great Ace now. Caught back up to Drupally, who is on 17 lap old hards. Redline's going to come out in the very back on fresh softs. And it could start raining any second. Like, it's lap 19. The rain is coming. It could start raining any second. Then he's going to have to dive into the pits once again. And he has a 3-second time penalty. So I knew right away, as soon as I saw these guys going to the softs, they were screwing themselves over. They were going to have to do an extra pit stop. Whereas Great Ace hasn't had to do that yet. Great Ace did have to recover it there, though. Looked a little twitchy. He's trying to keep up with Drupally. Like I said, still no rain. From what we can see, still clear vision on Great Ace's onboard. He's going for the move on Drupally in this corner. And he does it successfully. Drupally lets him have it. Great Ace moves up into 5th. Drupally losing time to Great Ace. Like I said, these guys have got 19 lap old hards. They're trying to take these hards all the way until the rain starts, but it's lap 20 and we still don't have rain. Going on board with Drupally just to check. Yeah, there's still no rain at the moment. So starting lap 21 now. Where is the rain? We even had a safety car, which slowed everything down, and there's still no rain. Like, where is the rain? Very confused right now. Like I said, it is super misty out, super foggy. So the rain gotta be starting soon. Gotta have at least some laps of rain. Just holding on here with Drupally right now. Who's trying to keep it together. He is losing time to Great Ace, but he's on these 20 level hards, so it makes sense. And you have CeeLo, who is starting to save time now on Abrupt, trying to catch back up to him. But, yeah, these guys who are on the hards, like, still have to do their one pit stop. And there you go, Abrupt is doing his pit stop now. Abrupt has given in. He has done his pit stop now. Is he finally noticing some rain? No. Abrupt is coming out on a fresh set of slicks because there is still no rain. And he's given up. He's like, no, I can't take these hards any further. I gotta do my pit stop. So Abrupt's gonna rejoin with Slim, who also still hasn't pit yet. Lap 22, still no rain. Slim, as the host, what are you doing, buddy? Where the fuck is the rain? Pardon my French, but like, you said it was a mixed weather race. Like, where's the rain? We even had a safety car, which slowed everything down. Which means if it weren't for the safety car, it'd be like lap 26 right now. 25, 26, still be no rain. Like, what's going on? It looks like Abrupt is going to the softs. Hoping that he'll be able... I'm guessing at this point... Oh, there we go. I think the rain is finally starting now. On lap 22. Druply is now finally caught back up to the back of Great Ace. I think the rain might finally be starting there now. I'm starting to... Yep, the rain has started. I see some raindrops. There we go. So the last 6-7 laps of the race are going to be in the wet. So these guys who haven't pit yet, like Vodka, Slim, and Droop, might dive in here very shortly from the next lap or so and just throw on the inners for their pit stop. You have Rupp now who has cut back up to the back of Slim. Slim gonna pit here yet? No, he's gonna wait another lap. Still not wet enough. But Abrupt is gonna have DRS on him here though. And he's gonna get by pretty easily. Here we go. 6 laps remaining. The rain is finally here. Druply here now, like I said, still behind Great Ace. I imagine we'll shortly see Vodka, Slim, and Druply all dive in for those intermediates. These other guys... It looks like these other guys, like Abrupt and CeeLo, might just stick it out for the rest of the race. It depends, right? Because it's a tough call. They might just try to risk it for the biscuit, you know? Risk it all. Some of these guys, maybe not CeeLo because he's on 6-lap old softs, but Abrupt is on super fresh softs. He literally pitted right before the rain came out. Super unfortunate for Abrupt. Super unfortunate for Abrupt. Literally pit right before the rain came out. So we'll see. We'll see what Abrupt decides to do. If he's just going to try to suffer it out on the softs. Let's see. No one else going into lap 24. No one else has pit yet. For intermediate tires. DRS is still enabled. Druply still staying within DRS of Great Ace. Like, all 3 of these guys still on the same hards they've been on the entire race. Some good stuff to Vodka, Slim, and Druply for taking these hards this long. But they have to do at least a pit stop, so they're going to have to pit soon, so they don't get disqualified. So I imagine they're just waiting to see DRS disabled, and then they'll pull in and throw on the inners to end the race. And there we go, DRS disabled. Okay, let's see what Vodka Victory is going to do. Nope, Vodka Victory is going to stay out another lap, even though DRS is disabled. CeeLo Racing is going to be pitting again, though. His final pit stop of the race. This has been a masterclass in how not to do strategy, in my opinion, from CeeLo Racing. There he goes to the inners. Oh! A huge incident there with Druply and Great Ace. Did Druply hit Great Ace there, or did Great Ace just lose traction and spin himself? Not sure, but Abrupt and Slim also both going in the pits now. But Abrupt picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh my goodness, Great Ace and Redline both got into the pits now as well. Let's see. How bad was the damage to Great Ace's car? I'm very curious. Is there... Yeah, he's getting his front wing repaired. Great Ace lost traction there and hit into the wall. And had to get a new front wing. Very unfortunate for Great Ace. He's now going to come out in the back. And he's on the softs. What's going on? He didn't even change his tire. Oh my goodness. Absolute rotter for Great Ace. Send him back out on the softs. And the same thing for Abrupt. Oh my goodness. The game sent Great Ace and Abrupt out on another set of softs instead of to the intermediates. But now the question is, right? The question is, was it actually the game? Was it actually the game, or did they forget to change their tires themselves? But there we go, Vodka Victory, final person to pit for the race. Because the rain is getting heavy now. Vodka's doing his final pit, doing his one pit stop of the race, 24 laps, old hards. There we go, Vodka Victory does his pit stop. And we'll see if he comes out ahead of the Williams driver. I think he is, and even if he doesn't, CeeLo Racing does still have all those time penalties, so it doesn't even matter. There we go, yep, so Vodka is ahead of CeeLo Racing. Why is CeeLo Racing going for a move on Vodka Victory when he has 9 seconds of time penalties? I'll never understand. But he does, and he pulls ahead of Vodka. And Abrupt now being forced to pit again, because like I said, he went back out on another set of slicks by accident. Now he's actually gone to the intermediates, but that is Abrupt's race over, and as it stands right now, because of his time penalties, Vodka will win the race, and I believe that will be the championship in the bag for Vodka Victory. We're just going to hold on with Vodka. 3 laps to go of the race. Yeah, this went from bad to worse for Abrupt. He's now all the way at the back, even behind Great Ace. Is Great Ace actually going to try to suffer it out till the end on these softs? Is that actually what's happening right now? Great Ace is just going to suffer it out. We also have... oh! CeeLo Racing, both CeeLo and Vodka almost spinning out in that same corner there. And we can't forget that right now, Slim Thug is fighting for a podium right now with Druply. Because CeeLo has 9 seconds of time penalties, so that will put him in second behind Vodka. But then it's a huge gap to the rest of the guys, and it's Slim has now managed... Oh, looks like Druply made a mistake, because now Slim has managed to gain several seconds on Druply now. Several seconds. Druply must have made an error there in Sector 3. Another yellow flag in Sector 3. Great Ace has lost it on the softs. Yeah. That's going to be Great Ace's race over. Kind of has no choice but just try to finish the race, and he drives right into the wall. What are you doing, bro? If Great Ace wants to get any points out of this race, yeah, he's going to have to pit and actually go to the inners this time. Unfortunate. So that is going to be it for Great Ace's race tonight. Yeah, very shocking that... Yeah, unfortunately, Abrupt and Great Ace both forgot to swap their tires to the intermediates. And that cost them both dearly, so now it looks like Great Ace and Abrupt are both going to finish 6th and 7th. Redline in 5th due to the time penalty. Doesn't even matter if he catches Druply. Vodka doesn't even need to pass CeeLo at this point. He just needs to take it home on these last 2 laps of the race. He just needs to bring the car home. So right now, the biggest... shocker right now is that Slim Thug is actually fighting for a podium right now in PGR. This will be like one of the first podiums he's had in a long time before I even started commentating the league. So this will be monumental if Slim can secure this here with 2 laps to go in the wet on Australia. Druply did make that mistake. Druply was only 2nd behind Slim, but then Druply made that mistake in Sector 3, which cost him dearly, and now he's 5 seconds behind Slim, so all Slim has to do is just drive the car home on these last 2 laps of the race. CeeLo and Vodka off in their own league right now, but again, doesn't matter. CeeLo got 9 seconds of time penalties. But Redline is gaining time on Druply. Oh, here we go. Vodka's also going for a move here on CeeLo. He's actually going for a move on him, surprisingly, with 2 laps to go, even with the time penalties. Vodka just saying YOLO at this point. Gets the move done on CeeLo. Pulls ahead of him. Oh, and CeeLo messes up completely. Spins off the track. Has to do a whole 360 to recover. Huge error there from CeeLo, and that's going to be his race done. 1 lap to go. That is it for CeeLo. Again, him and Vodka are so ahead of everyone else it doesn't matter. Even with the 9 seconds of penalties, he's still going to finish in 2nd, but that's it. So as long as Vodka can keep it together, Vodka Victor will be the race winner and be a PGR Season 9 champion. So let's hold on, see final lap of the race. That's all Vodka and Slim have to do to secure the bag here. But crazy race considering CeeLo did so many things wrong, and he still finished on the podium. Like, it's crazy. He has 9 seconds of time penalties. He pits so many times. Like, absolutely terrible strategy. And yeah, and yet he's still there on the podium. However, like I said, there was that incident with Slim. I don't know if that's gonna. Oh look, he picks up another time penalty. What is this man doing? That's 12 seconds of time penalties for CeeLo now in the final lap of the race. But yeah, and also looks like Redline is trying to do a final lap overtake on Drupally, getting very close to him here in Sector 1. So we're going to hold on with them here at the moment. But yeah, crazy stuff for CeeLo Racing. Gotta say, crazy that he is actually still getting a podium after all the stuff he did wrong. However, like you said, there was that race incident between him and Slim. Now, will that just be written off as a racing incident in post? I don't know. Possibly. Maybe it'll just be written off as a racing incident. I don't know. Redline is going to finish in 5th, because even if he gets by Drupally, unless Drupally messes up, he will finish 5th. But there we go. Vodka Victory is your race winner tonight, and Vodka Victory is your PGR Season 9 League Champion. He's had an amazing season. Good stuff to Vodka Victory for winning the Drivers' Championship this season here in Australia for the 4th last race of the season. Good stuff to Vodka Victory. You are the champion. You are the world champion. Good stuff to Vodka Victory. Amazing to see. CeeLo Racing finishes 2nd on the podium. And we're going to hop on with Slim here as he comes around the final corner. Slim Thug, our league admin, man who has been hosting this league for 9 seasons, hasn't had a podium in so long. And Slim Thug in the Mercedes crosses the line and finishes on the podium. Amazing stuff to Slim. Really exciting to see. What a finish for the Mercedes driver and our league admin. Congratulations to Slim. Well deserved. Managed to recover even after that incident with CeeLo. Great stuff. Drupally finishing in 4th, ahead of Redline 5th, and Abrupt and Great Ace 6th and 7th after they both got... and you know, Abrupt did have a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane anyway. Yeah, both of them getting extremely screwed over there. Abrupt had an unlucky pit stop anyway, pitted right before the rain. And Great Ace made his own mistakes hitting into the wall anyway, having to replace his entire front wing. But yeah, so biggest congratulations to Vodka Victory, who is now our Season 9 League Champion. And Slim for getting his first podium PGR in a very long time. And for getting Driver of the Day as well. That's also going to give Vodka the lead in the Constructors. He's almost, you know, it's going to be huge for him in that too. And only 3 races left to go. Finally get to see a Mercedes driver up on the podium this season. Awesome stuff. And fastest lap of the race went to CeeLo, since he was out on those softs. But here, guys, before we end things off tonight, we're going to get Vodka. We're not going to be able to get CeeLo because he's on PlayStation, but we're going to get Vodka and Slim in here for a quick post-race interview. Hello?
Let's go.
Congratulations, buddy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go,
Let's
man.
go.
What a drive. Even after getting messed up, even after getting hit by a PlayStation monkey, you still finished on the podium, man. Like, holy hell. Good stuff,
Yeah,
good
man,
stuff.
that felt great, man. Definitely felt like he forced it there and mugged me a little bit, but it was, yeah, great to get back ahead of him and dude, pumped to be on the podium. Absolutely ecstatic to be on the podium right now.
Yeah,
Congrats, man.
amazing, man. Looks like, especially since your rival Slingshot didn't even finish the race. Was that just like did one of them spin out and hit into the other there? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
to two of them?
it was like it literally happened right in front of me. I was actually lucky to get through it too. Like Tats lost a little bit of traction, I think, on one of the curbs, and actually spun sideways, and then Slingshot had nowhere to go. And so I
fair,
collected
yeah.
both those cars, and when I went by them, they were actually still sliding. So, it takes a little bit of luck every now and then too. So I think that's where I got a little lucky, to be honest, was to get through that accident. And then, taking those hards, I think 23 or 24 laps. I knew when I put them off at the beginning of the race that I was like, I'm taking these until it starts raining. I don't care what the engineer says. I'm taking these until the rain comes out, and that was the plan.
Yeah, that was amazing from you and Vodka both taking those tires as long as you did. I mean, I don't know, man. It kind of shows. Dynamic weather. I mean, anyone can get on the podium, bro. When there's mixed weather conditions like that, kind of shows it off a bit. So.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this podium for sure, but it was a small grid. There was only 9 guys in the race,
True.
And then 2 of those guys got taken out, in that accident. So it became an even smaller race after that, but it became a strategy race, and you had to make the right call of when you were pitting. A couple of those guys like CeeLo and Redline going on the red tire, it made no sense to me at all.
Made no sense. And then abrupt
no
and Great
sense
Ace
at all.
Abrupt and Great Ace didn't,
Great Ace
I guess,
going on those mediums. It was just bad strategy calls. I think that played into also me jumping on the podium, but I took advantage of it, stayed true to the plan, ran some solid laps. And then especially when the rain came out there, I'm not going to lie, I was worried that Drupally had the pace to be able to catch me in the rain, but managed to hold that gap to him and finished on the podium. And first podium since I believe season 7, and this is season 9, so definitely ecstatic, definitely going to enjoy this no matter what anybody says.
Yeah, awesome stuff, man. But obviously we got to give a big round of applause to our Season 9 PGR League champion, Vodka Victory. Congratulations, buddy. How's it feel?
Feels good, man. I mean, obviously, I wish we had a little bit more challenge throughout the rest of the season. Half the grid just kind of fell off and this and that, and a lot of people who could have been competing haven't been showing up or whatever it is. So I'm happy that I got this one out the way, but hopefully next season we have Pete returning, and we have some people here. Hopefully we're they're gonna get some more seat time under their belts and show up a little bit more on the track. And again, we have the new game, so we'll see how everyone adapts to that and drives in that. So there's that. 3 more races. I'm going to try to secure the Constructors Championship. And yeah, Season 9, it's been fun. Thank you, Slim.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you, and congratulations definitely on a great champion, great drive. You definitely deserve it, and like you said, Season 10, you got Pete coming back. You got Stoney definitely committed to coming back. I think Gator might be coming back. Vaughn will be back on the grid, Smoke. So, we'll fill the grid up again for sure. But yeah, I mean, no matter what, you're a deserving champion. So I think, put it on a great drive again tonight in some tough conditions. So yeah, you deserve it, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate that, man. It means a lot.
Yeah, Amen Brothers, definitely, 2 of you guys definitely had the best drives of tonight by far. And Vodka, I mean, you almost didn't put a foot wrong the whole season. I mean, other than Miami, didn't really put a foot wrong. Well, I mean, I probably would have wanted to kill CeeLo on Austria as well. So I mean, I can't really. You just you hit the wrong car. That's all. You hit Great A. Should have hit CeeLo, but
Bygone.
But regardless, no, it was still super solid season, man. I mean, from the very beginning, you won like the first 4 races in a row, and I think you've been leading the drivers ever since. So definitely deserved. Abrupt kept things a little interesting, but there's only so much you can do. I mean, you got to win the races, if you want to. You got to at least win some races if you want to, take the championship. That's for sure. But nah, man. Hopefully, the new game is awesome. I've been playing it. The handle's a lot better. The high-speed corners are amazing. And like you said, we got Pete coming back, previous champion in Season 7. So, yeah, really looking forward to Season 10. We only got Jeddah, Spain, and Suzuka left on Season 9.
I'm not going to lie. Next week, I've been looking forward to that race and that track, and it's a sprint race, too. So, with the championship being wrapped up, just constructors left out there. I think that sprint race and Jeddah is going to be a really exciting race next weekend.
Yeah, of course, and this is going to be huge because I mean, to me, it almost looks like you've won your your rivalry with Slingshot, unless something goes horribly wrong next week.
Yeah, I mean, 15 points tonight is, a big haul, and it was already a 15-point lead, so it's now 30 points with 3 races left. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing my best to just solidify that lead, but I think it's gonna be tough for him going forward.
Yeah, but I think at the same time, man, you should give yourself a pat on the back, not just for the podium tonight, but I mean, you basically proved going into the season you were considered the P2 driver on the team, and now you've kind of stepped up and really showed what you can do. And in my opinion, that just shows that in season 10 you deserve to be on a better team.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I think it's been a battle between me and Slingshot all season from even right out the gate from race 1, we were battling each other. And we were still trying to do the best for the team and get the points together. But yeah, I think most of the season we were racing each other. So, great racing by Slingshot. He's a great driver, and, a lot of great drivers in this league, Vodka, Druply, Abrupt, Graybush, Tats, Great Ace, Firewater. We just have a great league right now with a lot of great guys, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to season 10. But I am looking forward to finishing off season 9 here, these last 3 races, especially Jeddah next week.
Yeah, exactly. It's been, 22 hasn't been the greatest F1 game of all time, but it's been fun. It's been a fun time regardless, and yeah, just looking forward to getting on the new game. Qatar is amazing. Everyone should try out Qatar if you haven't already. It's like so much fun. That's going to be a great race. Hopefully, they're doing a sprint race there in real life, so that's all I'm saying. Maybe we should copy their lead on that.
I hear you.
But yeah,
the way I was enjoying it, I could see that.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. Thanks if anyone's in the chat watching, thanks for watching. We'll be back same time next Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for race 19 at Jeddah, which is also gonna be a sprint race. Looking forward to that. So don't forget to tune in for that as well. Thank you, Vodka and Slim, for joining me for this post-race interview. Congratulations to you both. And to anyone watching, we'll see you next week for Jeddah.
Sounds good, man. Thank you for having us. Thank you for being here the whole season. And we're going to be excited to see you next.
Great job, Muse.
Awesome, man. Alrighty. Cheers, fellas.